Hold on, let me turn my camera around. Now I'm gonna hurry this up because I'm outside. So it seems like I'm being there's cars that goes by, and you know, for the copyright reasons, I don't want to get copyrighted if the song is blasting out. So if I don't know, first, excuse me, look, it is September the 11th of 2022. Um, 21 years back was an unfortunate tragedy that occurred in New York City. I think y'all all know. For y'all who are my age and know, um, but who don't know, and I'm pretty sure will know, because it's all out there. Um, two planes crashed into the Twin Towers of New York City, and it took. So I'm gonna tell you my experience and how that how did that experience was for me. So I was about when am I 28? So I was about 7. So I was about 7 years old. I can remember I was 7 years old. Um, I can remember I went to school that day, just like any normal day. I got up, got up, ate breakfast, all that, got on the bus, you know what I mean, and I, went to school. So this was probably I would say maybe in my second period, in probably my second period, third, no, probably my second. No, I was probably my second period. So I was in my second period, and I can't remember. I can't remember the subject, but I know that I was in the second period. I think I was in the second grade or third. I think. I think I was no. I was in the second. I was in the first. No, I might have been in the first. But anyway, yeah, I can remember it. I was really young. So I can remember going to my class, like normal, sitting there, um, you know, doing my schoolwork and all that. And I can remember that um our principal on the intercom. Now, all schools, I'm assuming that all schools still have them, but back then they have these intercom boxes. Y'all remember them? You know, on the side of where the door is, and they had the button. You press it. You know, the kid teacher has to report a student or whatever. But yeah, I remember that our principal came on the internet and he sound like he was like panicked, like not so panicked, but he was like in a like nervous kind of like tone. Um, he told all of the teachers think at the time, well, we didn't. I think we didn't have TVs at our schools, but we only had computers, and those old ass. Y'all remember them old ass Dell computers from like way back in the '90s, early 2000s? Yeah, to um, I can't remember. See, because this is a long time ago, man. I remember telling teachers to grab the students and uh, take them down to the cafeteria. I think. I think. Now they give you a little like give you a little like format of our school. Our school was connected to another school, so we had one half of the school, then the school had the other half. So there was like three levels. So I think I was in the at the time at the first level. Like we did have a basement level. They had a couple of classes, so I was in there, and I can remember, yeah, the principal told the students to, um, and he told the teachers to guide the students and bring them, I believe, to the gym. So we all went to the gym, and uh, it had a principal, it had everybody. It had everybody. It had all the teachers there, every faculty, every person, every staff member that was there, all the teachers, and of course, us. So they turned on the news. So they turned it on to the news, and I believe, this was like after like the second plane hit. The first plane, I remember the first plane hitting like at 9 something, and then when that second plane hit, that's when they made the announcement. So we was all in the gym, and this was after the second plane hit. So I remember distinctly them turning it on and seeing the Twin Towers like smoke, like all this like black smoke and everything. It was crazy. Like the whole tower was just like it was just so surreal. Like, and I feel like I just feel like talking about it now, you know it hits me more than it did when I was a kid. Cause I didn't understand when I was a kid. I didn't understand. I was 7 at the time. I was 7, so I can remember turning on the news and seeing the towers and smoke, seeing this big fireball, and the screams of the people. You hear the screams of the people, and it's just it was just so much. So that day, so after they got us all together and we watched the news, uh, the principal went back. He was in the gym, but then he went back to the uh, the office to make an announcement, and he told all of the students to he told all the students that we have early dismissal. I remember this is like 11 o'clock. No, this is like 10 o'clock. It's like 10. Yeah, it's about 10 o'clock. I'm sorry if my wording is what you call it. It's just how I talk. I'm just trying to find. I'm just trying to verify my story because it's been a long time. It's been over 21 years. It's been over 21 years since this happened. And I'm 28 now, and you know what I mean. And it's just it's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. Um, so back to the story. So the principal went back to the office, made an announcement, and he told all the teachers to bring their students to their class and get all their stuff, and that the bus were coming, to pick us up for early dismissal. So I can remember, um, and then also that the at the time they told the principal told the students uh if you need to call your parents, come to the office immediately. Now I'm not trying to take no story off of another story because I was watching another YouTuber discuss his story and experience on the event, and that made me want to come on here and do do my experience. It's it's hard, man. That shit is hard, man. It's hard, man. So so my parents were already aware, was already aware. I guess they called my parents, so they was already aware. So I got on the bus. I remember getting on the bus like 10:30, and like getting home by like 11 o'clock. I was getting home like 11:20, 11:30. Like no, like is and not only after school I would get dropped off with my my uh pop my grandpa. Um, he would pick me up. He would I would go to his house, which is I would go from his house, which into the city, from my house, which is the outskirts of the city, and then he would we would walk to the bus stop, and he would sit there and wait till I get on the bus, and then he'll also be there after the bus drops me off. So I remember going to my papa's house, and he was turning on the news. And as he was turning, and as he had, I guess he already had his TV on, because normally my papa will always have he'll always be in his living room watching TV. So I remember he had it on, and another plane, when we got there, they were talking about how another plane also hit the Pentagon. And I just remember it's just so like it's just so crazy. And I was sitting there in like shock and like just like and all this happens. And like for me, like this experience, it's just, I know dad wasn't there, but just the experience of it happening and while during school, and how this was a big thing. This was a big thing.